I won.
We should be all right. 2 seconds. Apologies about that, guys.
We're not having a good one today.
I'm trying to think who I missed.
But honestly, it's been a nightmare.
I felt like some of them were like how I thought would have been there.
Odson Edouard.
Dembele, maybe.
I don't know if he was on there. I was thinking of Odson Edouard. That's what I was thinking of.
I was thinking midfielders, but I doubt it.
Oh, maybe. Oh,
It's coming through the camera now. It's weird.
Get
who
your
else?
booty on the floor tonight.
Make
Call
my
me
day.
I know. I'm trying to think of obvious. Right,
there we go. Just to make sure, can you hear us properly now?
You say it in chat.
If somebody could tell us in the chat, apologies about this. We're having an absolute
We'll
nightmare today. Just
Not
things
good,
aren't
not
going right. I'm not gonna lie.
I tell you what, I leave and it just all goes to pot.
Right when it's the Christmas quiz, I just want to do my football quiz.
So do I. I want to have a go. Rowan's had a go and he's bottled it already.
It's saying things. It's saying the sound's coming through.
Right.
If somebody, I'll tell you what. If I check on mine.
Yeah, you're obviously the one that has to check because I can't. Me and Rowan can't look.
Probably a good idea. Apologies about this.
I'm not looking because...
Just start from the beginning again. Go on, Rowan.
Rowan, you've got another 5.
Mbappe.
Well done.
No, I said Mbappe, Lacazette.
Right. The good news is the sound's coming through.
Right.
Apologies about that. Things honestly just don't want to work for us today. A quick recap is for the first round, I was going to give each player a specific country. The aim of the game is to name as many of the nationalities' top scorers from the calendar year, not just the 1920 season of the leagues. The person who gets the most correct gets 1 point. The first player to go up on the game was Rowan. He had French top scorers. He got correct Benzema, Mbappe, Wissam Ben Yedder, Griezmann, and Lacazette. The other players he missed out were Bafétimbi Gomes, who's third on the list with 30 goals.
Was Marvin Emnes on there?
Moussa Dembele with 23.
Oh, you were right, Moussa Dembele.
Odson Edouard of Celtic with 23. Andre Pierre Gignac with 22 goals, of course, playing for Tigre in Mexico.
Tigers.
And probably you wouldn't have got
Also
Johan Bolly, who plays in the Belgian league. He's got 19 goals.
Does he play for Bruges by any chance?
We don't know.
I hope he doesn't.
I'll take the 5.
He got 19 goals. So far in that round, Rowan got himself 5 on that one.
Who's
so
next?
if I just get that down. So the next person
Is it me?
on the list,
Is it me?
Kieran D.
Yes, let's go.
I want you to name
Right.
the English top goal scorers.
Yes.
There's 10, of course. Without further
Is it
ado,
the calendar year?
of the calendar year, I
Right.
will give you 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, starting from now.
Marcus Rashford,
Is on the list.
Raheem Sterling,
Is on the list.
Tammy Abraham,
Is on the list.
Jared Bowen.
Is not on the list.
Oh no.
Rubbish. Load of crap.
Mason Mount.
Is not on the list.
Oh dear, I've bottled this. Harry Kane.
Is on the list.
Ross Barkley.
Isn't on the list.
You missed
Jadon Sancho.
Is on the list.
Don't give
You've
him a
got 1 minute
history.
and 5 seconds left.
You're missing out.
Callum Wilson.
Isn't on the list.
He's struggling here.
I am, you're right.
Thinking clubs.
I am thinking England national team.
Sergio Aguero.
Plays for England.
Jamie Vardy.
Is on the list.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
How have I got left?
In terms, you've got, let me have a look. 1, 2, 3 more.
Right, this is the one that's out there. Adam Lafondra.
Is on the list.
Oh! Pull
Well
that out of the
done.
bag.
What a moment.
Melbourne Victory. Is he playing Melbourne Victory?
You've got 1, 2. Sorry, you have
Yeah,
got
he
3
does.
more left.
Melbourne Victory.
3 more.
John Henderson.
Is not on the list. Remember, it could be players from around the world. It could be
I am
players from the
thinking-
Premier League.
I'm thinking who plays for England.
You've
around
got
there?
10
Liverpool.
more
Oh.
seconds on the clock. 10 seconds. 9.
Ashley
8.
Young.
No, 7. 6. 5.
Scott McTominay.
Four.
Oh, wait, Scottish.
3. 2.
Nah, that's
One.
It, that's it. Wayne Rooney.
You just got that in at the last second.
Oh,
Wayne
Wayne Rooney.
Rooney
Big ups.
is on the list.
Can I just have a... Is Bradley Wright Phillips.
He's not on the list. So out of the ones you got there, you got a total of 8 correct.
Oh, let's go. That's
That's
It's
a
English,
very
that's not fair.
respectable score.
Who did I
The
miss?
2 that you missed out on, Sam Cosgrove of Aberdeen has
Oh,
scored
yeah.
33 goals this season. He's the top English goal scorer as of right now. The other one you missed out, Jermaine Defoe.
That's who I'm thinking of.
He's got 20 this season so
fair
far.
enough.
So as of right now, Key, you are in the lead
Let's go, boys.
with 8.
Rigged.
Without further ado, Kieran L, the pressure's on you now.
Well, yeah.
You have got the German top scorers.
Oh,
This is going to be an interesting one.
Oh,
So without further ado, you've
really
got
only one league.
1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, starting from now.
well, Marco Royce,
Is on the list.
Timo Werner.
He is indeed top of the list.
I don't even know anymore. Goetze,
Isn't on the list.
King Sandro Wagner.
Is actually on the list.
Oh my god,
He's on the list.
Big Nils Peterson.
Are you correct?
Marcus.
Isn't on the list. You've got 4 correct so far. You need 4 more in a minute.
Serge Gnabry.
He is on the list indeed. Second top.
Yeah, Leo Sane. Oh, he's been injured actually.
No, he's not on the list, unfortunately.
Yeah. Mario Götze.
He's not on the list.
Said that already.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, if I say him twice, he might be right the second time.
You've got 40 seconds.
He's had a crap year, maybe Thomas Muller.
He's not on the list.
No, he's had a rich year. I'm trying to think. Who's...
You've got 3 more
I know.
to match Kieran D.
I'm
You've
very
got
much
30
doubt it.
seconds left.
I think I know one.
I said Peterson. Who's the other guy? Who's
20 seconds.
Full Krug.
Nope.
Scott McTominay.
15
this is
seconds.
great. It's not Mesut Ozil because he's been.
No, he's not. You've got 10 seconds. Just throw guesses now. 8.
Oh, Mats Hummels.
7. Nope. 6. 5.
Nico Schultz.
4. No. 3. 2.
Julian
One.
Weigl.
And that's time.
Oh, wait, Havertz and Brandt.
He said that was well after the time.
That's after the time. Unfortunately, you got 5,
Is
which means
Volland there?
KD takes the first point of the game.
Wait,
but
were Havertz and Brandt on there?
Havertz.
do you want to know them?
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Ruben Hennings of Dusseldorf.
I was thinking Gundogan.
He's in the top,
I was thinking
top goal scorers
Volland.
with 16. Kevin Volland
Yeah, I
Come on,
thought
Rowan.
so.
with 15.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz
I knew it.
with 15. And then the other 2, Dominic Kaiser and Lennart Tai of the second
Right.
division
Right.
I
of
think
the,
I might have got
of
Kai.
the German league.
He's really young. He's got like the Dortmund look.
We've got England.
So without further ado,
Oh, Lord, it's
after that
rubbish.
round, in the lead, it means
Thank you very much.
Kieran D is in the lead
Oh, I love
with
that.
a point.
I love that.
And he takes the lead of the first game.
Oi.
That's round 1 done. There's a big opportunity now for you guys to get back into it.
Rigged. I nearly got heavy then. I nearly.
So without further ado, should we go into round 2, guys?
Let's go.
Let's go into it. Here we go. Round 2. Right. For this round, it's all about the money. The reason why I've called it.
Sorry.
The reason why I've called it, it's all about the money, is because this is to do with the January transfer window of 2019. I'm going to name 10 important
Has it
players
happened yet, has it?
that moved. 2000 and no, we did, yeah, January 2019.
Yes, I know. I was joking.
Yeah, I'm going to say. Trying to put me off there. I thought, has it actually happened? I'm going to name some of the 10 most important transfers that occurred throughout the world through 2019. The person to guess the closest to the price that the player was sold for or loaned out wins 1 point. Now, if it's a loan, you don't have to tell me the price of the loan. You just have to tell me loan, and you get a point.
Right.
Whoever gets the closest on each player wins a
Put
point.
the bell away.
So there's a massive opportunity here
Might
for
need
some
to
of
turn
you
Kieran
to get some points on the board. So without further ado, the first player, you might need your paper and pen here, and if you do want to through Messenger.
Are we writing them down? These?
Yeah, I would if I was you, just to make sure we're not saying similar answers.
That's a good point, actually, just so we can.
So if you want to send your message, Kieran, through Messenger.
Well,
Go, Ray Rowan.
this is proper like B-Tech, this, isn't it? Right, go on.
First player,
Oh.
Christian.
I want about the way I'm sending it. Chill out.
Christian Pulisic from Borussia Dortmund to Chelsea.
Right.
Tell me when you've all got your
already
answers
written
in.
one.
I mean, it's. Bloody hell.
Don't care.
That's the
Kieran.
first
Write
one.
your answer.
I've done it. I've put 2.
Have we all got an
I've
answer on
put
the
2
table?
answers.
We all got an answer?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right, number 2. Kevin Prince Boateng, Sassuolo to Barcelona.
Oh my god, he gets sent everywhere.
He honestly does.
Done. Come on.
Right, I've done it.
All good.
Good.
I'm just waiting on Kieran's. There we go. In.
Hurry up.
Number 3, Frankie de Jong, Ajax to Barcelona. Of course, he moved in the summer, but the deal was done in January, so it counts.
Right.
I get it now. We're saying the answers out loud, but these are just the confirmations, so we can't make it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 4, Miguel Almiron, of course, moved from Atlanta United to Newcastle United in January. How much did he go for?
Oh, you're all well slow at this.
I've done it already, mate. Shut up.
I did it with.
It's getting a bit tense here. Have we all
This
got
is
an
why I
answer?
don't do the quizzes.
Just waiting on Kieran's when it comes through.
He's
I've
googling
sent
it.
you.
It's coming through. Perfect. We've got it. Number 5, Marouane Fellaini, Manchester United to Shandong Lueng.
What a man.
How much did he go for?
Don't know.
I thought I'll put some tricky ones in here.
Why have I put that as my answer?
We've got that one. Everybody got an answer?
I think
Perfect.
so.
Number 6, Leandro Paredes from Zenit to PSG. How much did the Argentinian midfielder move for in the January transfer window?
How many of these is there?
There are 10
So
overall.
3 more.
I should have just numbered them. I've gone letters instead.
You've gone who numbers a list in letters?
Have we all got an answer? Number 6?
Yeah.
Number 7, a move that surprised a
I
lot of
think you
people.
mean G, Josh.
Sorry. Sorry, we're not doing in letter order. Number 7, Mehdi Benatia, Juventus to Al Dahail. It was a move that shocked quite a lot of people. How much did the defender move for in the transfer window?
Million.
I think you're pretty close there, Rowan. In all honesty.
Number
A,
8,
B, C,
Christoph
D, E, F,
Piatek, of
G.
course, had that incredible run of form. Genoa to AC Milan. How much did he move for?
H-I-J-K.
I'm just writing random numbers here, just saying.
Number 9, Cesc Fabregas, of course, moving from Chelsea to AS Monaco.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
I told you this was not going to be an easy quiz.
Bloody hell, gosh.
We like to make a tricky quiz
Very
around
easy,
here.
this.
And finally, number 10, Lucas Paqueta from Flamengo to AC Milan. How much did the Brazilian move for in the January transfer window?
Right, I'm done. I'm done.
So without further ado, have you all got 10 answers
I
on the
do.
table?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right, without further ado, let's go into the answers for this quiz. So first of all, the first question I asked was Christian Pulisic, Borussia Dortmund to Chelsea. What did you get, guys? I'll ask Kieren first.
I put 35 million.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope I've not blown this out.
What did you put, Kieren D?
62.
62.
45.
And Rowan, 45. Pulisic moved for 58 million,
Yes.
which means Kieren D takes the first point
The tick, that is.
of the game.
Rigged.
He's in the lead here.
Right.
Right.
Let me down.
Question number 2, which I asked, of course, Kevin Prince Boateng, Sassuolo to Barcelona. How much did he move for? Kieran L.
I put 13 million.
13.
I put loan.
Kieran puts
I
a
know
loan.
that's not
I
right.
forgot
though.
low was an answer. 11.
11.
I know that's not right.
The correct answer was it was a loan
Oh,
deal. You all right, Kieran D?
yes. Oh,
3 points
You're all
to the
bad at
good.
this, aren't you?
Kevin Prince
I
Boateng
forgot-
did indeed move on a loan deal to Barcelona.
I forgot loan was an option.
Same.
So, question number 3, of course, I said this one before. It happened in January, didn't move till the summer. Frankie de Jong, how much did he move for? Kieran L.
60 mil?
60. Kieran D?
54.
I've gone way too
54.
low. 35.
35.
It was
The
7
correct answer
70.
is 65 million.
Yeah.
L is on the board, his first point of the game.
Rigged.
Why am I writing the right answers down like I can revise it later?
Number 4,
It's 70
Miguel
million.
Almiron, of course, moving from Atlanta United to Newcastle in January. How much did he move for? Kieran L.
25 million?
Kieran L saying 25.
Whoa.
Kieran D?
22 I've gone for.
22.
24.
Oh.
I tell you what, guys, this is a close one. But Kieran D takes the points, 20 million.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Well done. That,
Oh,
was, that was a really, really close one.
Fucking rigged.
Oh, yes.
Number 5, Marouane Fellaini, Manchester United to Shandong Lueng. How much did he move for? Kieran L.
10 million too much.
You're saying 10?
I
Kieran D?
also put 10 million.
10? Robert?
I'll be honest, I didn't have a clue, and I regret this. I wish I could. 105 million.
I think I want you to get the point.
105 million. The correct answer is 105. It's 10. So both Kierans do indeed get a point on the board. Kieran,
For
you're
you.
on the fly. You're
Now,
on
if you,
absolutely
Flying.
flying.
if you divide 105 million by how many questions there are, that gets 10.5.
Yes, we still got 10 though, so we're
Now,
closer.
number 6,
0.5
Leandro
million.
Paredes moved from Zenit to PSG. How much did he move for? Kieran L.
I'll be honest, my phone's locked. What question? 17.
17 million.
I put 20.
20. Robert?
17.
17. Correct answer is £34 million. Kieran D, you take the point.
Lads, I ain't got a point yet.
Wow.
34 million.
I'm on G.
It really surprised me looking at that one. Now, number 7, of course, a transfer that shocked a lot of people. Mehdi Benatia, Juventus to Al Dahail. How much was Kieran L?
I feel I've overshot this because I feel he went for really cheap, but I put 15 million.
Kieran L
I've
says
gone
50.
for 4 million.
4 million.
for 40.
And Rowan's gone
That
for
was
40.
a genuine answer as well.
The correct answer is 7 million.
Oh
Mehdi
my
Benatia,
God.
Kieran D is on an absolute
Yeah.
roll.
40 million was my genuine
The Moroccan
answer.
defender did
40
move
million.
for £7 million in a January transfer
40
deal.
million.
That surprised a hell of a lot of people.
Rowan, are you
Yeah.
feeling all right?
Question
I
8.
I haven't got a question.
Christoph Piatek, of course, moved from Genoa to AC Milan. Kieran L, how much do you think he moved for?
30 million.
30 million.
24.
24 from Kieran D. Rob?
24.
24. The correct answer was 31 million.
Oh.
Kieran L.
What's
that
You
countdown?
get a point.
You have to check
31
the
million.
24. I wrote 24.
Moved for 31 million pounds. Now, number 9, Cesc Fabregas moved from Chelsea to
This is a
AS
complete
Monaco.
guess.
What do you think, Kieran L? How much did he move for?
I think put about 8 million.
8 million?
I put 7 million.
I put
7?
4.
4. I tell you what, it's a close one. But the correct answer is 9 million
Oh, he's got it right
pounds.
again.
Kieran L gets that one right. That's a
Rowan, are you
point
going to get
on
are
the
you gonna get
board.
one right? Yeah.
Rowan's got absolutely no points right
Wait,
now.
have I won already? I feel like I've
The
won
last
already.
point of
Shut up.
round 2. Lucas Paqueta. How much did he move for? Flamengo to AC Milan. Kieran L.
18 million.
18. Kieran D.
25.
25. Rowan.
32.
Oh,
The
what's-
correct answer is indeed 32 million.
on, Rowan!
Rowan gets a point on the board. He's absolutely
pen's on the
celebrated
cup.
that. So without further ado, the scores on the doors. Rowan is on bottom with 1. Kieran L has got 4. Kieran D's in the lead with 6. He's absolutely flying ahead. But can they bring it back in round number 3? That is the question. Are you guys ready for round number 3?
No.
Let's go.
Let's go for it.
I mean, it's too easy.
Right, round number 3 is all about. The round is called Goodbye My Lover, Goodbye My Friend. The reason why I've called it that is it's to do with the legends that have retired this year. Of course, we know every year some of the legends of the footballing world retire. This year's seen a lot of big-name players of the past leave the beautiful game. The aim of round 3 is to guess how many club goals these players scored in their entire career. This is according to
Oh,
Wikipedia.
no.
It's club goals, international.
Are we writing
The
these down again?
closest to the right amount, once again,
I feel like we should write these down
gets
again.
a point. So we'll do what we
feel
did
like
last
we should
time.
down
We'll
again.
write them down because this is not the
I feel like I
the
should go with
easiest one.
numbers
So
this
club
time.
career goals.
This is club career goals and
How
no
many are there?
internationals.
Right.
There are 7 players
A,
on the board for
B,
this one. So
C,
without further ado,
E, F, G,
are we all ready?
H,
Give me 1
I,
second.
yeah.
Right. The first player, he retired in May 2019. I'll give the appearances as well.
Yeah.
Xavi, he had 642 appearances.
We're guessing goals.
How many
did you say?
goals?
Right.
Are we all sorted on that
I
one?
feel like he didn't score that many goals.
Number 2, he also retired in May 2019. Manchester United, Arsenal legend, Robin Van Persie. How many goals did he score? He had 435 appearances. It's a very tricky one. Number 3, in August 2019, Wesley Sneijder retired from the game.
Legend.
You might see he's put quite a bit of weight on. I'm not gonna lie.
Josh, Jesus.
What's
Since
that? People
he's
got
just
stick
he's just
together,
enjoying
alright.
himself now the game's finished. He made 405 appearances. How many goals did he score? Of course, the ex Galatasaray, Inter
I
Milan,
nearly wrote
to
1,000
to name a few of the clubs he played for.
Just by accident.
Are we all sorted on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4, he retired in May 2019. Petr Cech, the goalkeeper, we know from his Arsenal-Chelsea games. 567 appearances he made. How many goals did the goalkeeper score?
I feel like he has definitely scored a goal. Sorry, by the way. Sorry.
I had to put this round in. I thought this will be an interesting one. Number 5, in September 2019, ex-Inter and Barcelona striker Samuel Eto'o retired from the game. He made 587 appearances. How many goals did the striker score at club level?
This is the thing. I'm thinking. I don't think he scored that many.
Is anyone else putting random numbers?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. We're all doing that.
So for number 6, in July 2019, Ian Robin called it quits. He was linked to the likes of PSV for his future, but he decided to retire. How many goals did he score? He had 420 appearances in his career. Of course, played for Chelsea, Bayern, just to name a few of the clubs. Real Madrid. Back when he had hair.
Again, Josh, what is your problem today?
Bold.
And finally, number 7, in May 2019, Juventus defender Andrea Barzagli retired from the game. How many goals did he score? He had 567 appearances at club level.
This is going to be
It's a really interesting one.
As well.
Right, has everybody got an answer on the table?
Have you done letters again?
Perfect. Right, so round number 3, of course, as said, about the legends of the game. I think we should go straight into it. Question number 1. Xavi, he had 642 appearances. How many goals do you think he scored in his club level? Kieran L.
I've overshot this. 126.
126 from Kieran L.
45. I've gone
45.
36.
36. The correct answer.
I should have gone low on everyone just in case it is low. I always get the point.
Is 82
I feel
goals.
like I'm who's closest there?
Quite funnily enough.
Is it me?
It's Kieran L. That's the closest.
Yeah.
Kieran L. First point on the board. Well done.
The closest.
Number 2. Robin van Persie, of course, said before he retired from the game. He had 435 appearances. How many goals did he score? Kieran L.
295.
295. Kieran D.
211.
211. Rowan.
206.
206. The correct answer is 205. Well done. Closest on the point. 205 club goals for Robin van Persie in his career. Number 3, of course, Wesley Sneijder, which I've spelt wrong on this, and I put Wellesley Sneijder. Wellesley Sneijder. We all know Wellesley Sneijder. Of course, he used to play back in his day for Inter Milan and Galatasaray. I think he did play for Real Madrid. I'm pretty sure he did. How many club goals did he score in his career? Kieran L.
150.
150.
77.
150 for Kieran L. 77 for Kieran D.
103.
103. The correct answer is 117. So Rowan is on the board again.
See, this is what the letters does to you. You have a bad start, but they come back.
So, without further ado, number 4, of course, I asked the question, how many goals did Petr Cech score in his career? Kieran L. How many did he score?
I went with the boring
0. 0. 3.
I thought it was between 0 and 1. I went 0.
The correct answer is indeed 0 goals. He scored no goals in his career. So Rowan and Kieran L.
Absolutely
get a point on the board.
Absolutely mugged me off there.
Come on.
I'd put it on there.
I feel like Petr Cech has scored before.
He hasn't scored a club goal in his career.
FIFA,
number 5, Samuel Eto'o, ex-Inter Barcelona striker, only recently called it in September. He had 587 appearances at club level. How many goals did he score? Kieran L.
I've massively overshot again. 247.
Wow.
47. Rowan? Sorry, Kieran D, sorry.
180.
180?
362.
162. The correct answer is 293 goals he scored at club level, which means, Kieran L., you are indeed correct. You get the point on the board.
I've got none of these right here.
Well, yeah, you deserve it.
It's incredible.
Thanks.
293 goals at club level. That's a stunning record.
I could do it.
Stunning record. Number 6, Ian Robin, of course, ex-Bayern, Real Madrid. He had 420 appearances. How many goals did he score? Kieran L.
193.
193. Kieran D.
103.
103.
101.
101. The correct answer is 151 goals, which therefore means
Kieran L's closer, isn't it?
Kieran L is indeed the closest. He takes another point on the board.
L. Kieran takes another L.
And finally, Andrea Barzagli. I thought I'd chuck this one in as a bit of a trick one. He had 567 appearances. How many goals did the centre-back score, Kieran L? 12. 11.
13.
13.
He's not
the correct answer is he scored 16 goals.
Yes!
Rowan takes the point.
I got no points. That
is the end of round 3.
They sandwiched me, so I couldn't win.
I actually did write 11, though. I actually did write 11.
I actually did write.
So should we find out the scores on the doors?
Rowan ripped 3 and then he goes down for 13.
That is a very last ditch. So without further ado, the scores on the door. At the bottom right now is Rowan with 5. In second place is Kieran D with 7. But in the
Stop. Are we not counting the first round? Yeah, I'm on 10 then.
No, you didn't.
You got one right.
You got one right.
Yeah, for the first round where we were listing the scorers.
You only get the point.
You only get the point if you won the game. I said that in the rules.
And I won.
I said that in the rules. So without further ado, Kieran L, you are in the lead
I wrote 5
by a
points
point.
for myself.
So without further ado,
Bullshit.
let's go
Excuse me? What was that?
Dog.
into round 4. So round 4 of the game is FIFA higher or lower.
Oh.
So it's a simple game. I'm going to give you a player with a card stat from their FIFA card. You need to guess whether the next player's stat will be higher or lower. 1 point for every correct answer. So first player I've got is John Joe Shelby, and he's got 79 passing.
Is this on his info?
No, they're all normal base cards.
Oh no.
Does Chris Small have higher or lower physical ratings on his normal
Who are we
card?
going to first? Oh, Rowan.
Wait,
Rowan.
I don't know what this means.
Everybody is going to have a guess for this one.
Right.
Without further
Oh,
ado,
we're writing it.
yeah, I want you to write this one down.
So who's got higher physical, Shelby or Small?
It's no, I'm saying John Joe Shelby's got 79 passing on his card. Does Chris Small have higher or lower physical ratings?
Is there an option for the same?
Yeah, you can put the same down if you want.
I guess that's not an option. Now you've said that.
That is correct. You
Now,
can
now
put that one down.
now you've said that, I'm not putting that down.
No, you can put it down.
Nope, now you've said that, I'm not putting it down.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So number 2,
Hate it 'cause I think it's the same.
Marco Verratti. He has 65 pace on his FIFA 20 card. Does Danny Parejo, the Valencia midfielder, have a higher or lower defending stat on his card?
I was about to race him with lower because I know he's got 42 pace.
That's on his
Do
info.
you know what?
That's on his
I
info.
looked at the card and I saw pace and I thought, yeah, I'm not putting that one down because everybody will just get that.
65, higher or lower?
Verratti has 65 pace. Does Danny Parejo have higher or lower defending on his base card?
I love it how you chose the 2 most useless walkouts for the same one. I appreciate that.
We love it round here. Right,
The
card
team of the week should be out, by the way.
card number 3. Sergio Aguero. He has 33 defending on his card. Does Kostas Manolas have higher or lower shooting on his card?
Everyone knows that.
33 defending. Does he have higher or
Apparently
lower
everyone
shooting?
knows.
Kostas Manolas.
Do you not know?
I have a clue.
Rowan, do you not play FIFA?
No. I don't look at stats. I think, oh, shiny.
Oh, he looks nice. Peter Olinka.
Are we all sorted,
Oh.
guys?
Team of the week's a banger, you know.
Number 4. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got 78 physical on his card. Does Gareth Bale also have higher or lower physical? That's 78 physical for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Really?
Does he have higher or lower physical,
I
Gareth Bale?
expect him to have higher.
It's a tense quiz.
It's a tense
It's
atmosphere.
a
in the
very
league.
very tense quiz. And
Tense
finally,
atmosphere.
the last one. Peter Olyinka.
Oh, no.
He has 68 shooting on his silver card.
Alright, R2D2.
Does Tom Eves have higher or lower shooting?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I got a bit excited.
So Peter Olyinka has 68 shooting on his card. Does Tom Eves have higher or lower shooting? Of course,
Kieran should know this.
2 infamous
I
players,
should know it 'cause I've used
2
it, but-
memes of the game.
Why is Scott McTominay not in this quiz?
I was going to put him in, but
Because of wet wipe.
it was
Excuse
tough
me?
calling. So without further ado, they are
Rowan
the
just
5
got attacked by a
cards.
microphone.
That's round 4
Use the
in
force then,
terms
Rowan, you
of
see that?
the
The force.
questions. Let's find out what you guys put. So the first question I asked for this round was about John Joe Shelby. And I asked, John Joe Shelby's got 79 passes on his
You
FIFA
actually
20 card.
shoulder?
I did indeed. I went to John Joe Shelby today and asked him, have you got higher or lower passing? Does Chris Smalling have higher or lower physical ratings on his card? Kieran L, higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher.
I've also
Kieran D?
I've also gone for higher.
Higher.
Lower.
Robert? Lower.
It's the
For
same.
those that are participating, the correct answer is indeed higher
Yes.
physical.
Yes.
Chris Smalling has 81 physical
Yeah, Rowan.
on his FIFA card, and therefore there's a point for Kieran L, and there's a point for Kieran D. So the second card that I asked you about was Marco Verratti. He has 65 pace on his FIFA 20 base card. I then asked the question, does Danny Parejo have higher or lower defending? Kieran L, what's your answer?
I went with lower.
I went with higher because he's a CDM.
Higher?
I went with higher because it's a CDM.
The correct answer is higher.
Oh, yes.
Also, brain cells.
Danny Parejo
CDM though, it's
has
just a CDM.
70 defending. He's a centre midfielder, not a CDM.
It's not a
His
CDM.
inform's a CDM.
His inform is indeed, but his normal card
Well,
isn't.
he's got higher
But
defending
both points on the board there for Rowan and Kieran D. So
Let's
the
go,
next
boys.
question, the third FIFA card that I asked about was Sergio Aguero. He's got 33 defending on his card. Does Kostas Manolas have higher or lower shooting? Kieran L.
Substantially lower.
Lower. Kieran D.
I'm pretty sure is it 19 shooting, so lower.
Lower. Robin?
Higher.
How
He's
have
gone
you
higher.
gone for higher? I can't believe you.
The correct answer is indeed lower. He's got 25 shooting
Yeah,
Oh,
19
on
last
his
year.
card. So without further ado, that's a point for Kieran L. And that's a point for Kieran D. The second to last question.
I thought I run 10 points. I've been robbed.
Rowan's
The,
feeling sorry for himself.
He's feeling sorry for himself. The second to last question in round 4, I asked whether Ronaldo, who has 78 physical, has higher or lower physical than Gareth Bale. What's your answer, Kieran L?
Wait, what question is this, 4 or 5?
This is number 4.
It's D.
I've just realised what I thought. But right, basically what I meant was Bale has higher.
You put higher, Kieran?
Yes, I've also gone for higher.
Robin?
I thought I've gone lower. I've gone lower, haven't I? Of
The
course I
correct
have.
answer, for those that are watching on the screen, is indeed lower.
Oh wow! That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
You guys can't see
Bale
Rowan, but
has
he's just gone
70.
so
You can
insane.
actually see Rowan.
Oh, can you?
I think you can see his fist going there. You can
Oh,
see his fist,
right.
pumping his fist. Bale has 76 physical. Ronaldo has 78.
Rigged.
The last question. No pressure on you, Rowan and Kieran.
There's never any pressure on me.
Peter Olyinka has
Legend.
68 shooting.
See, I'm the outsider in
What
this.
is Tommy's shooting? Is it higher or is it lower?
I'm pretty sure I'm lower.
I've gone higher because he's tall and heading.
So we've got lower, higher.
I've put lower, but I think it's higher, but I don't know.
I think he's
The
got
correct
71.
answer,
I think it's 71 shooting.
they have the same shooting.
Oh,
68,
that's
so
alright.
nobody gets a
I've
point
been baited out
on
there.
the board there,
I'm
considering you
happy
did
for
say,
my
oh, I
boys.
could put lower, I could put same down.
You've baited me out there. I knew. I thought. Oh, you baited me out there.
That is
Josh.
right indeed. Peter Olyinka and Tommy's both have the same shooting. They've both got 68.
Pretty sure I won.
And
that
well,
round.
at the end of that round, Rowan has 7 points on the board in third. But right now, we've got a tie. Both Kieran L and Kieran D are on 10 points each.
Oi, oi, oi.
So it's all to play for as we go into round 5. There's 2 rounds left. No pressure on you guys. Are we all ready for round 5? Here we go, guys.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Round 5. That was nearly in time there, fair play. So, round 5 for this one is Who's the Manager? This is the one that isn't to do with the year.
Ooh.
Gareth Southgate.
Because I thought if I do it over
Correct.
the year, correct answer. If I do it over the year, it would be a little bit easy. So, of course, we've done it before. Guess the Manager. I'll give 3 clubs for this
Oh,
manager
that is
who's
nice.
his work. The aim of the game is to guess who the manager is. If you guess first time, you get. If you
Ooh,
guess
big-
time,
We
Two
do
points,
buzzers for this,
and if you guess, obviously, sorry, point.
Say it, I think.
It's going to be first come, first served on this one. Further ado,
We'll try it.
let's get it underway. So, manager Olympiakos.
Marco Silva.
Chris Wilder.
No. Are you,
Finish?
do you want to take
No,
this?
No, I'm not-
can
I'm
guess
not ready.
off- You can guess off the first one and get 3 points.
Gus Hiddink.
Murder.
Answer. G
Rigged.
That was my guess as well.
gets the point, and that's 1 point on the
Oh, it
board
was
there.
Gus Hiddink.
So there's 1 point for Kieran D. Ernesto Valverde has indeed managed Olympiacos twice in his career. Manager number 2, River Plate.
Diego Maradona.
Pochettino.
Incorrect.
Gus Hiddink.
Incorrect.
How many times are you going up first
Real Madrid.
Zidane. No.
No guesses?
Ancelotti? I don't know.
Incorrect. Hebai China Fortune.
Benitez.
Incorrect.
Has Rafa Benitez managed Real Madrid?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, no, Rafa Benitez has managed Real Madrid.
Scolari.
Is he also managed the Chinese under-18s?
Excuse me?
Oh,
You've got 15 seconds
Bakary Sagna.
to make
You Bukayo
predictions.
Saka.
You've got 10 seconds. No taking a guess?
Wait a sec. Sorry,
Oh,
what were the three teams? River Plate, Real Madrid,
nope.
Taipei,
No.
China Fortune.
And that's time up.
Oh.
The correct answer was Manuel Pellegrini.
Oh, yeah.
Manuel
I didn't know
Pellegrini
it were all-
managed at Real Madrid, and he was at Hebai China Fortune before he moved to West Ham. He was in the Chinese league.
I linked him to Malaga all the time.
I was going to put
Oh,
Malaga, but I
yeah.
thought it might be a little bit more easy, so I
Yeah,
thought I'll put
easy.
some trick clubs in
So you
there.
decided to pop in Heavy China Fortune.
Why not? So number 3, manager number 3, Benfica
Jose Mourinho.
Nope.
Jorge Jesus.
is the correct answer. Is
Oh, well
indeed
done,
Jorge
Kieran.
Jesus. You do indeed
That's
get 3 points. I was going to say for that one Benfica Sporting and Al Hilal, but you get 3 points on the board there. Well done.
Get in.
Manager number 4, South Korea.
Oh!
All right.
No.
I think you've got it there.
Fenerbahce.
I thought it were English.
Graham Souness.
Real Madrid.
Zidane.
Lots of pictures.
Nope. No right answer so far.
Gus Hiddink.
What was it?
Is the correct answer. Gus Hiddink
Oh!
is indeed the manager who's managed Korea, Fenerbahce, and Real Madrid. Now, a fun fact I found out
Wait,
last night.
Question: did he manage Anzi Makala?
He did indeed.
That's why I was.
That's
Anti
what I
Mac
said.
Hatchcolour.
Do you remember when they were like had Chris Samba and Etta?
Incredible side.
That's why I knew it were him.
Yeah, they
Fun
came
little fact I
incredible,
found
they
out
came 11th in the
yesterday. Gus Hiddink actually has a stadium named after him because of what he did at the 2002 World Cup with South Korea. He actually has a stadium named after him. It's the Gus Hiddink Stadium. Fun
I
little
didn't
fact.
think it was going to be the Phil Scolari Stadium. It's named to Gus Hiddink.
Number 5, this one. If you can get this in the first one, then fair play.
Oh.
Bayern Munich.
Chris Wilder.
Niko Kovac.
Nope. Chris Wilder definitely
And-
managed Bayern Munich.
Pep Guardiola.
Wolfsburg.
Tim Sherwood.
Kieran Gillen.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm just going to say, when it's the correct answer, I'm just going to say nothing if it's not.
Callum
What's
Schley.
that?
Nobody's taking a guess?
Callum Schley.
Fulham.
Roy Hodgson.
Nope. Munich,
card.
Wolfsburg, and Fulham. They're the
Oh,
correct teams.
no,
Martin Yol.
Scott Parker.
no. I know
Pepe Mel.
Nope.
No.
Bonjour
the one that
Valero.
Nope. You've got
He's
15
the one that had
seconds.
the stupid glasses.
Thank you. Oh, Frank de Boer. No, he hasn't managed Fulham's Palace.
Nope.
No. Oh, don't. He
10
had the
seconds.
stupid-
Martin Young.
You said that
No.
already.
You've got
Oh
7.
my God, this is gonna break
Steven
my heart.
Seagal.
5,
Brad
4,
Pitt.
nope, 3,
Darren Moore.
2, 1. The correct answer was Felix Magath.
Oh.
McGaff.
Oh, he's
Feeling
got the
McGaff.
stupid glasses.
Yep, that is indeed
Didn't know
correct. He
it.
was the guy with the glasses.
Feeling
Didn't stay
Magath.
there for
Oh.
long at Fulham. And
so
finally,
annoying.
we go on to the last manager
Another one.
for this round. The first one, Udinese.
Chris Wilder.
Can we stop it with the Chris Wilder?
I was gonna say.
Switzerland.
Bloody hell.
Oh, I know Switzerland's manager now. He's the big grey-haired one.
Oh, that's a good name, that.
Don't know his name though.
Inter Milan.
Conte.
Antonio Conte.
Incorrect. Udinese, Switzerland, Inter Milan.
Good.
You've got 15 seconds.
I have no idea at all.
I wonder if it's. I don't think it's Switzerland's current manager.
I have no
Sarri.
idea.
You've got 10 seconds left.
Unreal
10,
managed him.
9,
Luciano
8,
Spalletti.
7, 6,
that
5, Four.
Alessandro Nesta.
3. Nope.
Oh,
2.
Gattuso.
One. The correct answer
Chini.
was Roy Hodgson.
bloody
It was indeed. It was Roy Hodgson who's managed Udinese,
I
Switzerland,
got none.
and Inter
Roy
Milan.
Hodgson.
So
I said
without further
him,
ado-
but just in the wrong rounds.
Should we have a look at the points on the board?
Pretty sure I got
So-
one that right.
Without further ado. Rowan, you are still on 7. D, you've got 12, but in the lead with 13 points. It's Kieren L. He's in the lead as we go to the final round. It's all to play for. There are plenty of points available. No pressure, guys. This is where we end with round number 6. Let's do this. Right, final round. Now, I haven't got any for this one because, of course, with everything crashing, things haven't been going our way today, have they? Let's be real.
Do we need to write these down?
So without further ado, this is probably one where you're going to need to write things down.
Right, one sheet is plenty.
Question of the month. I have a question for every single month. I want each player to write down an answer. And then afterwards, obviously, I will ask for the answers. There are bonus questions throughout this, and they will be for double points, the bonus questions. So no pressure. You could really steal the game.
Yeah, Rowan.
In this one. Bash Euban, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you joining. So without further ado,
it's like prime golden balls.
I'm going to start off with January. January of 2019, Manchester City infamously beat Burton Albion 9-0 in the Carabao Cup, giving Guardiola his joint largest margin of victory in his managerial career. Career.
His managerial career.
Career. The question is, who were the goal scorers of the 9 goals? I want you to tell me the goal scorers.
Are you saying how many they are? Or?
I want you to tell me how many, basically who scored the goals. You don't have to tell me how many they scored.
No, I mean like... Is there 9? Obviously.
There's not 9, no.
All right.
You've got...
Can I ask how many are there so we can...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 altogether.
Right, so we can only have 6 guesses because I don't want to write the whole team.
No, you've only got 6 guesses for this one. And I'll give a point to the person who got the most right.
1, 2. I've got 5 so far.
So...
2 seconds.
I'll give you another 30 seconds for this one, so I'll just read out the question again. Man City infamously beat Burton Albion 9-0 in the Carabao Cup,
Right, I've got mine.
giving Guardiola his joint largest margin of victory in his managerial career. The question is, who were the goal scorers of the 9 goals?
I've actually put how many people have scored it, but I've just changed it just in case it's wrong.
That's all right. So has everybody got an answer down?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so I'm going to ask Kieren L first. Who did you put down for this one?
I put Aguero, Jesus, Mahrez, Laporte, Gundogan, Sterling, and Sane.
Okay, that's all right.
I put Jesus, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Brahim Diaz, and John Stones.
Can you say that one again?
So that was Gabriel Jesus, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, Brahim Diaz, and John Stones.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to go?
Go for it.
Jesus, Foden, Fernandinho, Gundogan, Mahrez, and Stones.
Without further ado, the 9 goal scorers. Well, the nine scorers of the goals, sorry, were De Bruyne, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, Foden, Walker, and Mahrez, which means Kieran D.
Yes, got 3.
You take the first point
I got 3
of the game with 3.
Jesus, Foden,
And Rowan, you also get a point as well. Gotta give me a chance.
Oh yeah.
Right, January.
He did right, KDB, and
We've
crossed
got
it out.
a bonus question.
Ooh.
Double points here. Thierry Henry was sacked as manager of AS Monaco in January 2019 after a poor run of results. How many games was Thierry Henry in charge of the club before he was dismissed as manager? Closest to this will get double points.
How
on the
many
board.
games was he in charge for?
How many games was Thierry Henry in charge of before he was sacked?
Hold up, is that League and Cup?
Yes.
Right, okay, don't accept that first answer then.
That's all right. Has everybody got an answer down on the board?
Yeah.
Right. So without further ado,
No.
I'll give you 2 more seconds here.
1, 2. There you go.
There we go. Right. Kieran, now what are you predicting?
17.
17. Can we do?
15.
15.
13.
13. Thierry Henry managed 20 matches, which
Oh,
therefore
Kieran.
means Kieran L gets double points for that one. 20 matches. AS Monaco found themselves moving into the relegation zone when Thierry Henry was sacked as manager of the club. So we now move on to February for this one.
Ooh, hey.
Real Madrid
My
faced...
birthday month.
Oh,
Same.
just got to get that in.
Oh, right.
Real Madrid faced Ajax in the Champions League, a fixture known for Ajax, of course, their incredible second leg victory. But why did Sergio Ramos dominate the headlines after the first leg? So I'll repeat that question again. Real Madrid faced Ajax in the Champions League, a fixture known for Ajax's incredible second leg victory. But why did Sergio Ramos dominate the headlines after the first leg? You've got a little bit of time for this one. Let's see what you guys put down.
Was the first leg at Real or was it at Ajax?
To be honest, it doesn't really matter in the context of the answer.
It was at Ajax, Kieran.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Everybody got an answer down?
Yeah.
We all sorted?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right, Kieran L, what is your answer for this one?
He purposely got suspended, I think, like the 5 yellow card rule, so he'd miss the second leg, but then make the quarters or the semis.
Kieran D?
I put he got sent off.
And Rowan?
I put it like he didn't want to play to save himself for the quarters or semis, whatever it was.
The answer I've got is indeed correct with Kieran L. He purposely got himself booked to reduce the risk of missing a potentially more important match of the competition, with bookings wiped after the quarter-final stage. I think you do deserve the right answer there as well. So there's a point for Rowan, and there's a point for Kieran L. So that is February done.
Too well for me. Yeah.
March. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was officially announced as the permanent manager of Manchester United on the 20th of March 2019. Since his official appointment on that day, how many Premier League matches has Manchester United won under the manager? Under Solskjaer. So Solskjaer was officially appointed as the permanent manager of Manchester United on the 28th of March 2019. Since his official appointment on the day, how many Premier League matches has Manchester United won under the Norwegian?
It's a tough one.
It's a tricky one, this one.
I think I know this.
Because literally everyone remembers Solskjaer for his fucking... Sorry, doesn't matter.
Everybody got an answer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right, Kieran L, how many do you think he won?
I've got 14 over the 2 seasons.
14?
You two have way.
Kieran D?
8.
Wow.
And Rowan?
22.
The correct answer is indeed 8 matches.
Jesus.
Ole's won 8 Premier League games since his appointment as permanent manager. The 8 wins were against. Can you name them?
How is he still in the
Watford.
job?
Yep.
West Ham.
Yep.
Chelsea.
Yep.
Man City. Tottenham.
Yep.
Norwich.
Yep.
How many have I got so far?
You've got 6, 2 more.
Bomb.
Oh,
Nope.
we didn't beat Bournemouth last 1-0.
When he got
Do you want me to give it? Do you want me to tell them?
No, wait.
Brighton.
Brighton, yeah.
Brighton was one of them.
Just one more.
One more.
Huddersfield.
No, we didn't beat them during all. Nah, just give me it.
Leicester City.
Yeah, 1-0.
Of course, that 1-0 win.
That's what I was
in
thinking.
the
I know we
Premier
only
League.
won 2 games last year, and then I think we've won 6 this year.
There's another
still in
point
the
on the
job?
board for Kieran D there.
So,
April. We're now in April.
Wow.
PSG reached the finals of the famous Coupe de France, a competition that is now in its 103rd year. However, things didn't go to plan for the club. They lost the cup for the first time since 2013-14 in a dramatic game of football. Which side produced the dramatic comeback to win the trophy? So just to repeat that question again. PSG reached the finals of the famous Coupe de France, a competition that is now in its 103rd year. However, things didn't go to plan for the club as they lost the cup for the first time since 2013-14 in a dramatic game of football. Which side produced the dramatic comeback to win the trophy? Has everybody got an answer down?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm not
Perfect.
cheating, by the way. I'm replying.
So, Kieran L.
I'll be honest. I think did you two say you knew it? Because I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think I know it.
I didn't know.
I've gone with Stade Rennais.
That's
Kieran
what I've
D?
gone with Stade Rennais as
7,
well.
8, Rowan?
I went with Leon.
The correct answer is indeed Stade Rennais.
Yep.
The side came back from
2-1,
being 2-0
wasn't it?
down to take PSG
Yeah,
to extra
3-2.
time. Mbappe was sent off, and Rennes eventually won the Coupe de France. Gignon was the last side to win the trophy that weren't PSG back in that 2013 and 14. Gignon.
Who are they?
They
They're
are
relegated now.
Oh.
yeah, relegated. So, Kieran D, you get a
How long
point,
it's been?
and Kieran L, you also get a point
Let's go.
in the game. Bonus question.
Oh.
Double points here, guys. Leeds faced Aston Villa in a game that was full of controversy and shaped the path for Sheffield United's promotion to the Premier League. During the drama, who was the Aston Villa player that scored the dramatic equalising goal?
Right, I got this.
Leeds faced Aston Villa in a game that was full of controversy and shaped the path for Sheffield United's promotion to the Premier League. During the drama, who was the Aston Villa player that scored the dramatic equalising goal? I'll give you a few seconds to write down some answers here.
Excuse me.
What?
Excuse me,
Definitely
Ron.
not
What's
Pontus Jansson.
Everybody got an answer?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right, Kieran L, who was it?
Anwar El Ghazi.
Kieran D?
Albert Adoma.
Rowan?
Grealish.
The correct answer was indeed Albert Adama. He was the United. Villa United. Aston Villa player who scored the goal, with Leeds manager Marcelo Bielsa ordering his side to let Aston Villa score after Tyler Roberts teased Villa by playing on for Click, who scored, even though the player looked set to kick the ball out of play. So Kieran D, you get the points, and that is of course double points on that one.
Oh yes.
So fighting your way in this game.
Max.
Right.
Double points.
For God's sake.
The next question, we are going on to May time for this one. So in May, Schalke
Kaboom.
announced new head coach David Wagner, who for the job had been sacked by Huddersfield. The German would go on to take charge in the next season, taking over Dominic Tedesco, who is the German/Italian manager. Before Wagner took over, where did Schalke finish in the 2018-19 Bundesliga season? So to repeat that question, Schalke announced their new head coach, David Wagner, who before took the job. He was, of course, the manager of Huddersfield. The German would go on to take charge in the next season, but where did Schalke finish in the 2018-19 Bundesliga season? Kieran L., what do you think?
I went with 14.
14th?
I've gone with 14th as well.
14th?
I've gone 13th.
The correct answer is indeed 14th
Yes.
place.
Oh, for
The
God's
side only
sake.
finished
Ah.
5 points above the relegation zone. So Kieran
Getting
L.
angry.
and Kieran D.
So me
gets
and
8
Kieran have
points
got similar brains
in
here. Stad
that
Rene,
game.
14th.
Yeah, Leon 13th.
Picking up some good points here, guys. Right, we're now into June. The Champions League final was contested between two English sides, Spurs and Liverpool, in a Champions League that was full of shocks and, more importantly, full of goals. How many goals were scored throughout the 18-19 Champions League? This is not including qualifiers. The closest to the number will win the point. So the Champions League final was contested by two English sides, Spurs and Liverpool, in a Champions League that was full of shocks and, more importantly, full of goals. How many were scored throughout the entire of the 18-19 Champions League season, not
I think
including
I'm overshot.
qualifiers?
Oh, give me a minute, Jesus.
That's all right.
I-
Plenty of time, no rush.
This is a total guess.
I'll give you time
Yeah.
to write your answers down here.
I don't even know what my ballpark is. I really don't know.
I do.
That's the thing, like, if a team wins 5-0, that's one game, 5 goals, obviously. But
What math?
but that's per 6 groups, that's 30 games. No, I can't. That's
I don't know.
that's 24 games a group. 24. There's 24.
So, has everybody got an answer
guessed.
down the table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Perfect. Kim, what have you gone for?
I went with 147. I don't
Oh, I've
know.
gone for more than that. Oh god.
Kieran D?
One less.
202.
Rowan?
117.
The correct answer is 366.
Yeah.
Kieran D, you take the point.
Got it right by going
366
highest.
goals were scored throughout the 2018-2019 Champions League over the course of 125 matches. There was an average of 2.93 goals per match. We've got a bonus question for
Ooh.
June. So far, 96 matches have been played in the current Champions League season. How many goals have been scored so far?
So far.
Once again, closest to the number win point, and it doesn't include qualifiers. So far,
Wait, hold up, wait,
96 matches have been played in the current Champions League season.
What was the last answer? 300 and something.
366. How many goals have been scored in the current season? Sorry, this does include qualifiers, actually.
Oh, well
Oh.
done.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, he's gone and done
Sorry.
it, hasn't he?
This is from the
Oh, but-
official Champions
Right.
League website.
Wait, just 2 secs. How many qualifiers? Like, because I know the Europa League has like 70.
There's a lot of qualifiers in the Champions League.
Oh no.
This
You still
this
said
is
there was-
from
Wait, but you still said there was only 90 games, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Overall.
right, okay, so nothing much changes then.
How many goals have been scored?
You gotta think of the
I'll go with that.
Has everyone got an answer?
Yeah.
qualifiers, haven't you?
Right.
I've changed my answer
That's
down,
right.
but yeah.
Sorry about that. Kieran L.
I've wrote 3 different.
257.
Kieran D.
202.
Rowan.
287.
The correct answer. The point goes to Rowan.
Oh, thank God.
308 goals have been scored so far, an average of 3.21 goals per game.
All them
The
dodgy teams,
season
innit?
looks set to smash the amount from the last campaign. So that is double points there for Rowan. Well done.
Well done,
First
Rowan.
double points.
This could be bigger
First
than
double points. I got
Istanbul.
double points last time.
Rowan. First double points.
Yeah, Rowan.
So,
That's
July
me.
we move on
Max
to
ammo.
now. The 2019 Copa America ended with delight for Brazil after a 3-1 victory against Peru, but the competition made the headlines after 2 sides were invited to the competition due to conflict with other international teams like USA and Mexico participating in the
Oh.
CONCACAF Gold Cup. Who were the sides that surprisingly
Oh.
participated in the competition?
In
Was
what
it
competition
A,
again, sir?
South Korea and Iceland,
Copa America.
B, Qatar and Thailand, C, Qatar and Japan, D, New Zealand and Japan? So I'll repeat the question again for you. The 2019 Copa America ended with delight for Brazil after a 3-1 victory to Peru. But the competition made the headlines after two sides were invited to the competition due to conflict with other sides participating in the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Which sides were participating instead? Was it South Korea and Iceland for A, B, Qatar and Thailand, C, Qatar and Japan, or D, New Zealand and Japan? Has everybody got an answer down?
Yeah.
Kieran, what are you going for?
Qatar and Japan.
Is that C? Kieran D?
B.
B. And Rowan?
B.
The correct answer is indeed C. Qatar and Japan.
Oh,
Kieran L gets the point on the board. Rowan was not happy with that one.
No, it was not.
Qatar and Japan did take part in the 2019 Copa America. However, both sides failed to make it out of the group stages.
Rubbish.
So there's a point there on the board for Kieran L. Right, we go on to the next question, which is in August. In a sad state of affairs, Bury found themselves kicked out of the Football League after the club entered administration, with a deal reached after the EFL's set deadline. For 1 point on the board, can you name the owner of Bury who took down the club?
Oh, no, I can't.
So I'll repeat the question again. In a sad state of affairs, Bury unfortunately found themselves kicked out of the Football League after the club entered administration, although they reached a deal after the EFL's set deadline. For a point, can you name the owner of Bury who sent the club down?
I cannot.
Has everybody got an answer?
I'm just writing a
on
random
the
name down.
Some tricky questions here. Will's taking part as well.
Oh, hello, Will.
So I was
Welcome
going
to
to say,
stream.
it's a bit unfair considering I live 5 minutes outside Bury.
Oh, yeah, that's unfair.
So, Kieran
Now,
L,
question about Halifax, please.
what have you got for
I'll watch me get this wrong now. Steve Dale.
Right,
Kieran D?
I went for someone called David Tunnicliffe.
that? And Rowan?
I've made up the name Mark Gillinson.
Mark Gillinson is indeed the right. I know it is indeed Steve Dale.
Yeah.
Kieran L does get a point on the board for that one. Steve Dale did take down the club.
Not David Tunnicliffe, then.
Or
Oh, Mike Gillen.
They were the assistants.
Close enough with those ones. So, without further ado, that is indeed a point for Kieran L. We've got a bonus question for this one.
Bonus.
The last time a foot club found themselves expelled from the EFL, it involved two clubs instead of one. Both Maidstone and Aldershot were expelled due to money issues. What year did that occur?
This is
The
bonus.
closest
Bonus.
we'll get, double points for this one. Bonus question. So the last time a club found themselves expelled from the EFL, it actually involved two clubs instead of one. Both Maidstone and Aldershot were expelled due to money issues.
Aldershot.
What year did this occur? Kieran L.
Been to the year 3.
Oh,
Not
I
much
guess
change,
2009, but I've just realised that's really wrong. 2009.
2009?
Don't worry, I've got
2000.
2000
well,
from Kieran at D. Rowan?
2008.
2008. The correct answer was 1992. So Kieran D,
Yeah.
you get
Oh,
2
Jesus.
points on the board
Wow.
there.
I don't think it's
Maidstone and
recent.
Aldershot were expelled
Let's
from
give
the
it
EFL
that.
in
I was expecting it to
1992.
be very
In
recent.
fact, I believe they were one of the first sides to both go down
Double points.
Let's go.
from the EFL. So Kieran D,
Great
double points on the
quiz so
board there.
far.
I do a point.
We're now going to September. September saw the end of the summer transfer window, with clubs from around the world spending hefty money to bolster their squads ahead of the new season. Atlanta, however, made the headlines after one of their summer signings left after only 24 days at the club. Can you tell me
No,
who the player was
can't.
that left the club? And for a bonus point, where did the player move only 2 days
I bet
after
Kieran
leaving?
knows this.
So I'll repeat the question again.
Oh.
Atlanta made the headlines in September after one of their summer signings left the club after only 24 days. Can you tell me who the player was that left the club? As well, for a bonus point, where did the player move only 2 days
not
after
him.
leaving the Italian side?
Honestly, Josh, I don't actually know.
Great.
No, I don't. Give me a minute. I want to think about this.
Yeah, you've got time for this one.
Oh, Jesus, this is difficult, isn't it?
Some tough questions.
I'm gonna go. I think he still plays for him, but you know what? Oh well.
Got
I don't
plenty
know
of
where
time.
he's gone. I'm just gonna say it.
Any chance?
Overseas.
Is it aging?
I'm not giving any clues away.
I've got to admit, mate, I'm not even putting an answer because I've got no idea.
Let me make.
I'm gonna put 2 answers, and then I'm gonna
Just
decide on.
take a
thing.
guess. Take a guess. You've got plenty of time.
I'll put him.
Oh, I don't even
So I'll
know.
give you 25 more seconds.
Oh
I've
God.
already wrote an answer, so.
Atalanta made the headlines after one of their summer signings left after only 24 days at the club. Can you tell me who the player was that left the club? And for a bonus point, where did the player move 2 days after leaving? Will has put an answer
I bet Will's
in
got
the
it right.
comments. Has everyone got an answer? Dan?
Will's using Google.
Has everyone got an answer?
Yeah. Sorry.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So Kieran L, Who have you gone for?
Oh, I went Balotelli and he went to Brescia.
That's what I wrote as my first
Kieran?
answer.
Castagna. Don't know where he's gone, but he's still there.
Yeah.
And Robin?
I wrote Ravel Morrison.
Will guessed Skirtle, and he's absolutely correct.
I know that one.
Martin Skirtle was the player
Skinhead
who left
Skirtle.
Atalanta after only 24 days. He eventually moved to Istanbul Basaksehir in Turkey 2 days later.
Why?
From leaving the club.
Skinhead Skirtle.
It was apparently to do with the Atalanta manager Manuel Gasparini having a bit of a bust up. So no points on the board for that one there. We now move to October, seen as the biggest derby in both clubs' history. LAFC faced off LA Galaxy in the MLS playoff semi-finals. The match was one of the biggest games covered in recent MLS history across the world. There's plenty of points up for grabs on this one. 3 questions. I want you to tell me, what was the final score of the playoff semi-final? How many goals did Vela and Ibrahimovic score collectively in the playoff semi-final match? And third question of it, what did Ibrahimovic do to an LAFC fan at the end of the semi-final that made him hit the headlines? So to repeat the 3 questions again, it was to do with the LAFC LA Galaxy semi-final playoff. What was the score of the playoff semi-final? How many goals did Vela and Ibrahimovic score collectively in the playoff semi-final match? What did Ibrahimovic do to an LAFC fan at the end of the game that made the headlines?
I've got mine.
I've got mine.
So for the Vela and Ibrahimovic question, it's not how many they scored separately, it's how many they scored as a team. Right.
And what did he do at the end of the match?
And what did Ibrahimovic do at the end of a match to an LFC fan that made the headlines?
What I'll just say is just while Kieran does his answer, the team week's pretty decent. Hernandez, Albiol, Vertonghen, Lecomte, De Bruyne, Pizzi, Paredes, Campana, Sancho, Salah and Coutinho. And then Dan Gosling, Borja Valero,
Got it on the
Bergwijn,
screen here.
Javinho, Jordan Rhodes.
God.
Has everybody got an answer down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right.
Jan Vertonghen left.
So without further ado, Kieran L, do you want to go first? What was the final score of the playoff semi-final?
Right. I went 4-3.
Yep.
And I put collectively they scored 4. And I had no idea what he did, so I put he signed a fan's head.
Okay, Kieran D.
I've gone for 4-2. There
Yep.
were 5 between them collectively. And I just put he shrugged a fan off at the end that tried to hug him.
And Rowan?
I've gone 4-3, 5 goals collectively, and he killed a fan.
I don't think he killed a fan.
Well,
Rowan.
none of you got any points.
What?
None of you got
It
any
was
points.
3-2.
The game ended 5-3
I was close.
to LAFC
You were wrong.
for the first question.
Very wrong.
The second question, Velen Ibrahimovic collectively scored 3 goals out of the possible 8. And the last question, when walking off the field, Ibrahimovic grabbed his crotch when being confronted by an LAFC fan, which made the
Does he
headlines.
think it's Diego Simeone?
So no points on the board
I think
there
it's Joachim Low.
for any of you on that one, which is a real shame. Now we go to November. The Euro 2020 qualification group matches finally finished,
Oh,
with
God.
some of the
we're
most
back.
incredible matches and shock teams qualifying. Can you tell me who finished at the top
No.
of each Euro 2020 qualifying group? The player with the most correct.
Oh my God, are
Points.
you joking?
So just to repeat that
How many
question
groups are there?
once again, the Euro 2020 qualification group match is finally finished, with some of the most incredible matches and shock teams qualifying. Can you tell me who finished at the top of each 2020 qualifying group? The player with the most correct gets 1 point. There are a total of 10.
10?
Whoever gets the most right
I've got
wins.
5 so far.
So there are 10.
Yeah, I've put 5 down, but
I've got 6 now.
No pressure.
I've got 7. Let's go.
You know what? If I write all these teams, one of them's going to be right.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah, I've got 8 here. We're going
In
well
fact, should
here.
we make it a little bit more exciting?
No.
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 No, no.
Josh, don't do it.
For everyone you get right, you get a point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you a point for everyone you get right.
Well, I've got 8, so I get 8 points here.
Wait, how many have I got here?
There are
I've got
10
No, I've got
overall.
7. I've got 7. That's rubbish.
Yeah, I've got 8. 8. I need 2 more.
I've got 8.
You've put Brazil, haven't you, Rowan?
You've got, I'll give you 30 more seconds.
Don't do this to me,
No,
Josh.
because I've only got 7.
Well,
30
get
seconds.
get
Get going.
good.
So I'll repeat one more time. Euro 2020 qualification group matches finally finished with some incredible matches and shock teams qualifying. Can you tell me who finished at the top of each Euro 2020 qualifying group? You don't have to whether which group they're in specifically. Obviously, just where the teams that finished at the top.
Give me 2 seconds. I've got 9.
Give me 2 seconds.
You're right. You've got 15 seconds left from now. 15 seconds. No pressure.
Right.
10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I've got 9.
3.
But 2 of them are in the same group. What am I playing
1. That's time up, right? Okay, so I asked you to name me who finished at the top of each Euro 2020 qualifying group. Kieran L, will you go first?
Right. England, Netherlands, Spain, France, Croatia, Belgium. Oh, Belgium and Russia are in the same group, you idiot.
Oh, no, I've done that as well.
I haven't, but I forgot Belgium.
Belgium, Russia, Poland, Italy, Portugal.
So go through them again. I'll tell you what, right, to make life easier for you, do you want me to go through them and you get them off as we go?
No, because someone could lie there. I mean, it's
No,
on paper, so...
no one lies. Stop
No one
listening.
lies. Okay, so England was one of them.
Yeah, got them.
Yeah.
Got that. Ukraine, of course,
No, I didn't
coming to
get
top of their group.
No.
Germany.
Oh my god, I missed Germany.
It's alright, because I put France and Portugal as well, just to cover my options.
I put Netherlands instead of Germany.
So did I.
Switzerland.
I got them.
Croatia.
Oh, I got them, yes, that's 3.
Spain.
4.
Poland.
I forgot Spain.
Didn't get them.
France.
Yes, 5.
Belgium.
Yes.
And finally, Italy.
Oh my god, why did I put Denmark?
So how many did each of you get, Kieran L?
7.
Kieran L got 7. Kieran D?
I got 5.
5. Rowan?
4.
4, which means, Kieran L, you take the points in that
I wrote Sweden.
question.
Turkey,
We are on
Finland.
to the final question, and I think it's worth just having a quick look at the points.
I think Kieran's won.
No, don't, because then it
Do you not
ruins
want
it.
to? No,
do
all
it
right,
at
that's
the
fine.
end,
I think Kieran's won.
So without
think
further
that's
ado,
why
we're
I
on to the
won.
last question. December. Which player in La Liga recently broke a sensational record that hadn't been broken since 1964?
La Liga.
In La Liga. Which player in La Liga recently broke a sensational record that hadn't been broken
It's
since
between-
1964?
Can I put 2 answers?
No.
Worth a
No,
try.
you can only have
Worth a
one.
try. You know what? We'll
Wait,
go with that one.
should we put the person and why they broke and what the record
Oh
was?
no,
No.
'cause I don't know what the record is.
No, just to play for this one.
I've got
Right, okay.
2, but I think it might be.
I've wrote 2
It's
down. but I've
very,
wrote
very
one down.
recently this happened. Which player in La Liga recently broke a sensational record that hadn't been broken since 1964? Kieran L, who are you going for?
It's Jalquin.
It is. I don't know what it's
Kieran
for,
D?
but it is. I swear.
Put Iago Aspas.
And Rowan?
Ramos.
The correct answer is indeed Joaquin. 38-year-old
Sorry,
Joaquin of Real
he said
Betis.
Who said Jalkin? Whoever the hell that is. Whoever Jalkin is.
Joaquin of Real Betis broke the record for the oldest player to score a La Liga hat-trick. He broke the record of Alfredo Di Stefano, who got the record at the age of 37 years, 255 days old. Joaquin, fun fact, had never scored a hat-trick in his 20-year professional career until the 3-2 victory against Athletic Bilbao.
Kieran's won.
So without further ado, should we have a look at the points?
Yeah.
Without further ado, the points. The
Scores
scores on the doors. Rowan, you got 11.
Respectable. There were 10 points available in one round, Rowan, and you got 11.
Kieran D, you got 21.
Oh no.
Kieran L,
Need 8 or something.
you got 22. It's Kieran L.
You beat me by a
takes
point.
the big fat football quiz of the year. It all came down to the last question,
Can't believe that.
and Kieran L
He's not even here.
wins the game.
Rigged.
Incredible. Rowan's not
Honestly,
happy.
Rowan. Excellent throw there.
Incredible.
And again.
And that is the big fat football
Football
quiz of
quiz.
2019. Got to say, well done,
Rigged.
guys. You did really well on that one. So, well, just a quick question. What did you think?
It was incredible.
I liked
It
it.
was absolutely.
I liked
incredible.
it.
Good quiz. I've
liked it.
done well.
You
I
do better
liked it.
quizzes than me.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
do you know
true.
what? I'll take that. I'll take that.
I liked Rowan. I like Rowan's quizzes. though.
Rowan's quizzes are always
You don't
good.
need to lie. It's okay. I'm a failure.
But that is
11 points.
That is.
11
It
points.
was 10 up in one round.
Exactly. I told you I'm not good at knowledge. I've got none.
So without further ado, that is it for the Big Fat Football Quiz of 2019, and that is it for the Top Corner podcast in the studio. There might be the potential opportunity, maybe we might do one over Messenger or something.
Yeah.
Record it, do it live. We could always do one. But in terms of the studio, that's us finished until January the 8th, I believe. That's we'll be back next time in the studio. But thank you ever so much over the last 5 episodes and over the streams that we've done for all of the support. We really do appreciate it. With all of the subscribers that we've got, all of the views, we weren't expecting to get that many views over time. So honestly, thank you ever so much. So in terms of the podcast being live in the studio again, we'll be back on, I believe, January the 8th. Let me just have a look on the calendar just to make sure. So. Yep, January the 8th we'll be back for that.
We're back on the 6th.
But we will probably see if we can do a podcast in the meantime over Messenger. We'll give it a try.
We'll all be here as well.
But thank you.
Before we come back, it will be Hull v Rotherham.
It will indeed.
Hull v Rotherham will have happened.
But honestly, thank you ever so much, Rowan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much, Kimmy D.
Thank you.
And thank you ever so much, Kieran L. It's been fantastic.
And
to do
thank you, Josh.
Yes, thank you very much, Josh.
We'll get it.
I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. So, in the meantime, we'll probably upload some videos in there. Of course, we've got the news coming up over the next few days of Arsenal and Everton. Rowan looks like he's getting emotional there.
Rowan's crying.
So, without further ado, thank you very much for joining us.
Pick a sad song, didn't you?
Well, you got to end it.
Goodbye, lover.
So thank you very much.
Bye bye.
But in the meantime, we will see you guys in the near future.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much.